Who else trips over their dog? Dogs. Okay. Right. So I decided that I was going to do a what I eat in a week. So since it's Sunday, I thought I would start with Sunday. And I did have, you can see the remnants here. I did have a piece of sourdough. This is my favorite spread. It is a vegan soy-based, I think, spread. Okay, so Sunday night we are doing a kind of a niçoise salad. A niçoise salad is a fish. It's a very healthy salad, but it is tuna fish and anchovies and capers and things that I just don't have in the cupboard. I have the tuna fish, but I don't really love that. So what I've done is I've done my style of the niçoise salad, which is the lettuce. Obviously, I use romaine lettuce, and I use, instead of doing peas, I just use what I have in the freezer. So what I had was a frozen mix of carrots, broccoli, water chestnuts, I think they're called, and pea pods. And instead of the fish, I use a vegan chicken fingers. And what I do is I slice them. And I'm going to actually slice them now because I have to do it anyway because it is supper time. Slice these vegan chicken fingers, and basically they're soy, and this is what I use. It's the Jardine Crispy Tenders. What they look like when you slice through them. They are the most delicious. The breading is really yummy. It's not too much. It's not too little. And I slice them long ways. And what I do is, so they don't get super mushy, I cook them ahead of time. It's just a regular bake, like bake at 450 for 18 minutes. I cook them ahead of time, and then I let them sit and get a little bit hard so that when I put the dressing on them, they don't immediately go soggy. So that is my sort of secret on how to bring crispness to your salad. Sometimes what I do is I split the dressing with a vinaigrette, a balsamic vinaigrette, with the ranch, just to give it a little extra kind of tangy. And then I put the ranch on. And if you've ever tried balsamic vinaigrette mixed with ranch, you know, it's like a secret magic sauce. I don't know what it is, but the two together, oh, so yummy. So yummy. Yummy. Salad dressings are really good together. Try it, let me know what you think. Okay, we're gonna sit down and eat now. It's super good. So my smoothie is, each week it changes a little bit. I basically use what is in the grocery store. If there are really great berries or really great anything really, I will use whatever is there. And lately I have been using a mix of cherries and berries and bananas. And this week I found this really great Wyman's cherry berry and kale, which I didn't even know was a thing, which I'm super glad to get some kale in my diet. And then what I do is I put a third of a cup of whole rolled, I think it's whole. Y'all, I'm having a speech impediment lately. I put a third of a cup of whole oats in, and then I also add a protein powder, which this last year and a half I have been loving this Orgain organic protein powder. I've tried a few of them and I keep coming back. Norman's playing with his toy like it owes him money or something. And then what I do is I let this sit. There we go. I let this sit overnight, and we use this Ninja. There is burned walnuts. And Norman's like, Norman, what's that smell? What's that smell? Is that burned walnuts? Yeah. What do you think? Burned walnuts? Do you like it? No? Today's, hello. Ooh, Halloween eyes. Today's lunch has been Petite Carrots with a little bit of ranch, and it will be a little bit later. I spread my meals out throughout the day so that I don't get too much of a drop in blood sugar. And then a little bit later today we will have this yummy concoction that we prepared last night, the frozen cherries and berries and kale with banana and oats, raw oats, and protein powder. Okay, y'all, so this is our vegan sausage and peppers and onion mix for supper. And this is the Dijon mustard with a little bit of white wine in there. And this is the bread. This is the sourdough bread that I have heated in the oil from the sausages. Super yummy. Okay, so Tuesday has gone by super fast. I had my morning cup of coffee and completely forgot to show you. And I didn't get a chance to have lunch. So I just had sort of soda for lunch. Isn't that bad? So I try to give my husband some animal protein once or twice a week because he is really good about my vegan diet and he doesn't complain and he really eats what I eat and eats very well. So I have to give him occasionally the animal protein in the form, in this case, of a roast chicken. He loves scalloped potatoes, And so he asked for these. So this is just a heat for 4 minutes in the microwave, so I'll heat that up later. And for a green, I'll probably just do a tossed green salad. So that is Tuesdays of what I eat in a week. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I make my shake. So we just put it in here on the Ninja. This is not sponsored. However, I wouldn't mind a sponsorship, Ninja. We love this thing, it's so easy. So then you press start, and when I press start, I'm going to mute the sound because it's quite loud. Look how yummy and thick. Oh, so yummy and thick. It smells like berries. I'm also going to take a banana. I feel like you can never have too many bananas. They give you a little boost of natural sugar, all kinds of vitamins and minerals, and a little bit of fiber. So they keep you going. Take 2 sheets of tin foil, there I am, and make a pocket out of it. I take just an oil and vinegar. This is balsamic vinegar. Fish. This is arrowtooth flounder. Good catch, Lynn. Simple, slippery, frozen fish. There you go. Just then I put, let me shake this over the sink. I just drizzle that over. Get the last drop, put it back. And this is what it looks like. And then take this other piece, and usually I will write a note with instructions and put it on the packet for my husband, but I'm running really late today. So, okay, so this this obviously isn't lunch, but these are my weakness. I can't help it. It's almost like I'm confessing to you. This is unfortunately something that I eat probably 3 times a week. That sounds like a lot. That's probably why I have this this line right here on my chin. The freezer section, this is where I put my shake, my berry and kale and oats and protein powder. That's better. Shake. So that is for later today when I'm feeling really peckish. Generally, that's what happens, is the frozen part stays very much on the edges. And see, that is what you end up with. Just a really delicious, nutritious shake. A shake pop. Y'all, I swear.
Happy Thursday. Today we are making vegan chili with pure farmland plant-based protein starters. This is just like ground beef or ground chicken or ground turkey. And to make it even yummier, I'm putting that chili over baked potatoes. My chili sauce is very simple: tomato sauce and canned chili beans with some powdered onion, chili powder, and some ground cumin. And y'all, the best way to prepare your cheese is straight off the block. It may seem like it takes extra time, but it really doesn't take that much time. And your cheese is always so much better, and it's way easier to store the extra. This is the vegan ground beef that I've mixed with the spices and the tomato sauce. This is just simply grating the cheese. And this is how we store the cheese in our house, in a container or in a reusable zip top bag. Take your baked potatoes, slice down the middle, chunk them up just a little bit. And then put the cheese directly into that hot potato and it will start melting. And then when you put the chili over top, it will continue to melt some more from underneath and from on top. Yes, this is the non-plant-based part of this meal. A little more grated cheese on top. And we are ready for dinner. Bon appetit! This was so good, y'all. This was the yummiest meal. This is a meal we make a lot and love in our house. Welcome to Friday! It's Friday and it's a stir-fry day. All I did, y'all, was, you can even see those vegetables are a little bit frozen. I just threw them in the pan with some soy sauce, some oil, and a little bit of wine, white wine. And then marinated the extra firm tofu, which you can get in the produce section. Stuck it in a bag, shook it up to marinate it. Then I made some rice, which is just rice in water heated. And then I'll combine them all, throw them all in a plate, and we'll be good to go.
Happy Saturday, y'all. So Saturdays, what I eat in a day is actually weirdly starting with supper. It is hoop cheese. This is a medium cheddar cheese. And I'm making, drumroll, mac and cheese. A baked pan of mac and cheese. And I'm gonna put you down so you can see. I use a pan like this. And I use this type of pasta. I use a corkscrew type shape of pasta, which looks, pardon the Band-Aid, which looks like this. It's a really fun curlicue. This would be great for children. Bouncy, bouncy pasta. Here we go. Into the pot. And this is just a rolling boil of water with a little bit of salt. Gonna give it a little stir here. And Then I have also, sorry, this is actual dairy butter. This is a dish that I make for my husband.
These cheese.
Had this stale bread that, whoop, pasta's ready. In the toaster, and this is, as I was saying before the pasta timer went off, this is super stale bread. So it's perfect for crumbs, but you want to toast it first so that it gets, and I'm just doing it on like the highest toast setting, so it will get super dried out and you just will be able to crumble it with your fingers. Who else has a husband who tracks in? There's the evidence right there. And of course Norman wants to investigate. Oh my gosh. The pan. And that's what I'm starting with. Dairy, again, this is not a plant-based meal today. So what I do is I have melted my butter, and I'm a very sort of casual cook. I just eyeball it, and then you just whisk. But I'm going to add a little bit of milk. And okay. So this is essentially the finished sauce. Okay, then we're just gonna check the pasta to make sure that it is looking good and it is not too cooked, overcooked. It is perfect. Okay, and then I stop. And because it's easier for me to handle, and do just like okay, so just out of the oven, the bread that I have crushed using wax paper, envelope, and rolling pin. Top back on, and put it back in a, not a cold oven, but I've turned it off so that it will stay warm and maybe kind of continue to bake, ooh, it's hot, continue to bake a little bit, you know, there's nothing ever wrong with the super cooked edges of a baked macaroni and cheese, right? Nothing ever wrong with that. Oh, and there goes my timer perfectly. Have a look at it. I speak from experience. Lots of smoke alarms going off in my house over the course of the last 30 years.